glide. Neon pulse in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified.
Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every Blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one. To 100K, let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one. To 100K, let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. Together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. In Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every Blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. Grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done.
We glide. Neon pulse in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified. Wires hum like they know you're We glow. We glow. We glide. We glow. We glide. We glide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live Champions League watch-along. It's been the first watch-along for the Champions League I've done in a very long time. So let's see. Well, when I say very long time, probably that's a stretch. I did do one for the Barcelona versus Inter Milan, and I did an Arsenal versus PSG one. So it's not necessarily a long time ago like that, but it's a long time still for Chelsea. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are able to see the lineup to my right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see if I can change the layout of this so that I'm on the screen better. I think that should be fine. Okay, but it's blocking my face, so I'm going to have to find a way to edit this thing and place it on this side instead, and that should be perfect. Okay, good. So I hope you guys are able to see the lineup, and I hope that you can hear me well. There's no echo, there's no background noise, and that you're able to see the lineup. I'm looking at this in full screen, and I'm realizing that I'm able to see it. I'm hoping that persons can see it as well, but that is the case. So bear with me. I'm going to just take a little short intermission. I'll be right back.
Neon poles in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified. Waves through coated skies. Feel the spark behind your eyes. Lights blur, the rhythm flows. Locked in a charge that never slows. Oh, let the voltage glide. Oh, let the silence slide. Oh, ride the current wide. We glow, we glide. Neon pulse in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified.
Sorry about that. I had to step away for a short period. Had a little situation that I had to deal with. But yes, as I said before, Chelsea versus Benfica. It is a very poetic match in every sense of the word. Not only is Jose Mourinho facing off against Chelsea once more, but also it's a match filled of poetry for the fact that Enzo Fernandez will be facing off against the team in which Chelsea would have signed him from. So he would have joined them around 6 months or some timeline around that in 2022. Yeah, he joined Benfica in 2022, I believe, um, before winning the World Cup. And then we know that in 2023, Chelsea opted to sign him in the winter window. It was a very big dilemma. A big drama, big transfer saga, and everything. And we got him in the end on deadline day of the winter window of 2023. And now he's been at the club. He's won trophies. He's been on the both sides of comments, whether it's negative comments, positive comments, critics, applaudits. Many things have occurred with him. Um, but yes, it's going to be an interesting match. As I said, Jose Mourinho is returning to the bridge, and he has returned to the bridge, albeit not to manage Chelsea, but to manage the team facing off against Chelsea. And there's a very interesting information that I have to share, which is that Jose Mourinho will actually be in what once was the home dugout, or the home side of the manager's area, or the bench area. So he will be like having that nostalgic feeling of him managing Chelsea and being on that side, whilst the current manager in Enzo Maresca will be on the other side, which would be the right hand side. So the left hand side would ideally be before they made that switch under the Todd Bowley, clearly capital ownership. It was a case where on the left hand side, I believe, coming out of the tunnel at Stamford Bridge, the left hand side would have been for the home manager. But now it's now become a case where the right hand side, when you come out of the tunnel, is for the home manager, and the one on the left is for the away manager. So it will be like Jose Mourinho is the manager again, quote unquote, based on the area that he'll be in, because that is the side that he was accustomed to or would have known when he was the manager at Chelsea. So it's very fascinating, very interesting. I'm going to go through the lineup once more before I continue the stream. I do have that graphic here, and we'll just go through it, and then we'll prepare for the match that should be kicking off. The match should be kicking off in about 2 minutes and a few seconds. So for both teams, I'm going to do this. I'm going to ensure that I do this in the right way. So we have Robert Sanchez in goal for Chelsea. We have Malo Gusto on that right-hand side. Chalobah, Badiashile, Cucurella. We have Caicedo, Enzo in the midfield. Pedro Neto, Buonanotte. We have Garnacho, and we have Tyreek George. So there's 3 Argentinians starting this match for Chelsea. So it's Garnacho, we have Buonanotte, and of course we have the infamous Enzo Fernandez. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I'm going to ensure that I have my play-by-play thing ready for the match. But yes, it's a very interesting match. I can't wait. I believe that should be entertaining. I'm expecting a match filled with drama, and we know that no matter what happens, it'll be a case where both managers will be going for a win. I know for a fact that Jose Mourinho will be looking to get that away win, because we know that when Jose was at Chelsea, when Jose was the manager of Chelsea, and it was a case where we're facing off in the Champions League, his objective, his hope would be that we would get that away win, even if it was in the most pragmatic of ways, even if it was by a 1-goal margin, gets that away win. And then what happens when you have the home matches? That is the case. Now we obviously know that this is more of a league phase format, so there's not necessarily a case where you play the team twice, home and away. That's not necessarily going to be the case. But we know that any away matches, you try to get the win because the home team tends to have advantage. But of course, my apologies, man. Very drama-filled match. I have to be coughing as well. But yes, as I was saying, I can't even talk now. It's a case where this match will be interesting. It'll be interesting no matter what happens. Will Jose Mourinho lose to the inexperienced one, the one that has said he's learning on the job? We'll see. But enough of me talking. Let me head over to where the match is gonna be shown on my end, and I'm gonna see if I can get my play-by-play thing up here so that I can get to watch the match, and you guys will be able to follow if you're not able to see the match, or if you just want to stay here and just watch the play-by-play action here. I'll do my best to try to comment so that maybe try to commentate where I can. But yes, Chelsea will be facing Benfica at Stamford Bridge, and the match would be very interesting. It's a very interesting and drama-filled match, but we'll see what will happen here. So bear with me, I'll be right back. But yes, sorry about that. I'm having some technical difficulties. Trying to see if I can get this thing up so I can actually watch the match. But it's been to no avail currently. I'm not sure what's going on. But we move. These things happen from time to time, but we can't let it deter us. We can't let it be much of an issue. But let's see what I can do here. Um, hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna share this right here. Um, okay, cool. This should be visible now, I think. I may have to put this like this so that you can see that as well. All right, cool. That should be good. I'm going to try to change the format, however, so that it is easier for you guys to see the play-by-play screen here. I think I'm blocking this too. If I do it like that, let me see. In the early minutes already, Enzo Fernandez has been brought to the ground. That's very interesting, I have to say. Very interesting to see that. Right, so I think I'm blocking the view right here. So I may have to find a way to either minimize myself or place myself on the side. Okay. Maybe this can work. May have to just set myself like this. Okay. But the match has kicked off. Let's see what will happen here. I think that should be better. The only issue that I am seeing right now is that maybe problematic for me. Jose Mourinho is smiling. He's all smiles already in the early minutes. It's a very fascinating thing to see Jose Mourinho back at Chelsea. I know I'm not the only person that is happy to see him back at Chelsea. But yeah, Chelsea have been on the attack. so far in this match. But Nacho created a chance. Wow, that was the Argentinian working together. Three Argentinians: Garnacho, Buonanotte, and Enzo Fernandez. Buonanotte intercepting a pass from the defensive back line of Benfica, who have made an error there. Enzo Fernandez got to the scraps and tried to, he tried to get to the opportunity to try to make it 1-0, but it went way wide, not even close to troubling the goalkeeper. But yeah, let's see. Let me just change this layout so I can switch this play-by-play thing. I think this should be fine. Okay, I think, let me see how this looks. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think this should be a better representation of what's going on. 2 people are watching. Appreciate the support nonetheless. Do drop a like if you haven't already on the stream. Any support is appreciated, no matter how small it may seem. But we're 5 minutes in, getting closer to that 6 minute mark, and still 0-0. But the match has been one where you're able to see Chelsea doing their best to try to get that early goal to try to get their hands on the ideal narrative that they want to set against Jose Mourinho. But it's a match where we expected this. I'm sure a lot of people expected to see this be the case, and it's not. The match has lived up to that expectation. Will we get that opening goal? Will Chelsea be able to capitalize on the errors that have been made so far? It'll be interesting to see what happens, but we know for a fact that, okay, I don't think that's the right layout. Cool. I think this is better. Cool. So let's see how this looks. All right, perfect. I think this is good. Chelsea on the attack. Marco Correa is the key man here, but the ball goes out for throwing for Benfica. All right, so I'm slightly behind in the stream that I'm still trying my best to see if I can give my thoughts on what I'm seeing so far. So I'm now just seeing the little opportunity that Kukurea would have created. But we move. Chelsea making their presence felt in this early period of the match. So fair play. You can see that they want to pass. So Mendy for Benfica, Badiashile. Korea just had made a poor error that led to the opportunity that saw Benfica getting behind, and Sanchez was also called into action moments ago. It was Luke Bakayoko. I think that's the name. I hope I'm not butchering it. He's the one that got that strike off earlier. Benfica are really showing that they're up for this match. Silva, Dahl, Renchesia, Garnacho, Cucurella. Okay. Just look a bit nervy here. They're being placed back, they're being forced back, and we can expect that with Jose Mourinho's teams. It's always like that. And so far, that's what we've been seeing. But Chelsea are able to keep the possession. Badia Shield makes a crossfield pass to Pedro Neto, but it's cut out. And a throw-in is rewarded to Chelsea. Been slightly dull, but there has been instances where it's been end-to-end, where both teams are finding ways to get at the opponent. However, as I said, as we approach the 10th minute, we're still goalless. Still early days in this half. And Buanote, who is on that right-hand side, briefly, we were able to see a case where it's being very fluid. I was expecting it to not necessarily be an exact 4-2-3-1, and so far it's been proven to not be the case, or resembles, I should say, a 4-2-2-2. Chance here, Nacho gets the ball at the edge of the box, and the ball is forced back to Cucurella, who received it from Badia Shield. Chelsea is slowing down the tempo, trying to just keep the ball, not rushing proceedings, which can be taken in many ways. But of course, we know that we're trying to get that goal. And we're not sure with a shot that should have gone in, but it just goes wide, not even close to troubling the goalkeeper. But Chelsea are trying, they're looking for it. Movements have been calculated, albeit the ball movement has been slowed. Trying to draw out Benfica, trying to get them to give the ball away. Pedro Neto would have dispossessed Benfica defender. But Benfica can breathe a little as they have a goal kick that they can take the time over, not to rush proceedings. As we know, Jose Mourinho likes his team to remain calm. Otamendi to the bin. Long ball was made, but the Shield was able to deal with it. But the Shield is forced back with the ball, but he keeps it still. Very interesting match so far, I can't lie. Benfica are not shying away from it. We're seeing the classical Jose Mourinho-esque performance, and we have to applaud it. They're not shying away. Benfica is Barrencha, Rios. Benfica on the attack here. They're trying to get that opening goal. And you'd like to think that if they get the goal, it will make Chelsea's task of trying to get a win slightly difficult. It wouldn't mean that it would be impossible, but it would not be an easy sort of thing for them to deal with. But we'll see what happens. They're forced back with the ball, Benfica. Chelsea are doing well at dealing with the pressure so far. But we know that that can quickly change for Benfica if they keep that press going. Nacho the ball into Fernandez. The Argentinians are linking up here. Trevor Chalaba. from work was told Mourinho got 5 times bigger pops than Maresca. Well, that is expected. Maresca is in the record books for Chelsea because he's won trophies with Chelsea. However, we all know that the success in the Premier League that Chelsea would have gotten started with Jose Mourinho. So it's not just once, it's not just twice, it's just 3 times. 3 times, 3 times. I think if my mind is not slipping away. Benfica had a shot that just goes off target, but as I've said before, Benfica are not shying away from proving that they're here to get a win, and if they can get that win, get that early goal, it'll be very easy pegging for them. But yeah, 100%. As you said here, Blue Line Chelsea Mourinho got a bigger pop. That was expected. He is somewhat like the prodigal manager, I would say. He has returned. It was and the circumstances in which he returned was unexpected. Nobody would have thought that he would have been, at Fenerbahce, and I think is it Fenerbahce? I think it's Fenerbahce. He was at. Is it Fenerbahce or Galatasaray? I think Fenerbahce is where he was at. And in a couple of weeks, you'd see that he sucked, and then boom, Benfica sacked their manager, and he comes in. Sanchez gets the ball back here after shot was taken. But yeah, big up to Blue Line Chelsea. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, asking how the game is so far. Well, this is around what? This is 8 minutes ago. The match has been very end to end so far. No team has really dominated so far. I think the statistics will show that has been somewhat close in possession. We all know that Chelsea's slow build up, try to drag out Benfica out of position, try to let them press the players. That is what Maresca wanted the team to do, and it has worked for some instances. It has forced mistakes. But Pedro Neto gets another shot off for Chelsea, and it's off target again. A lot of shots off target from both teams so far, but it's not for the lack of they're getting close, and you could say the same for Benfica. As I've said, I do believe that this match is going to be a draw. Personally, I don't see us winning. We could win, I just don't see it. I'm trying to prevent myself from saying we're going to draw. We're going to lose, I beg your pardon. I do see us drawing, but we'll see what happens. I would love to be wrong, get the 3 points, and just to try to help our case with trying to get out of this league phase format and into the knockout stages. So let's see what happens. Chelsea on the attack with Enzo Fernandez. Ooh. Wow. Okay, my stream has gone down and Chelsea have scored to Chelsea. What a goal that is. What? And you have to say Chelsea have deserved it. I mean, a few seconds ago, I was just talking about the fact that, they're trying to get that goal and they've gotten themselves a goal. They won up 17 to Chelsea. Fair play. Jose Mourinho will be unhappy that is a situation. But we can't, as I said, the first goal should be crucial. And it leads to an own goal being scored here. Unlucky. Jose Mourinho will be unhappy with that. His team conceding, and in that sort of fashion as well. But it's what it is. It happens. And it's unfortunate. I told you. You listen. I knew it. I knew that was gonna be the case. You know, I just knew it was gonna be the case. I expected that Enzo Fernandez would have a hand in that goal as well. I'm not seeing the goal. Um, as I said, massive deflection. The ball was the strike was. Garnacho thought he got his first goal there, but it would go to the Benfica defender who could do absolutely nothing about it. He tried to clear the ball. He kicks the ball and it goes straight past his goalkeeper. Nothing the goalkeeper could do, who was flat footed. But yes, 1-0 to Chelsea. And as I said, Chelsea have done their due diligence to try to get that goal. So, fair enough. But we'll see what happens next. To people watching, I'm asking you, if you haven't already, to subscribe to Chelsea Auntie's YouTube channel. This is the link here. Um, we're seeing Nightbot sharing it here. Thank you very much to Blue Line Chelsea, who has gifted one Chelsea Sessions membership. I'm gonna go on YouTube to see who got the membership. But whoever it is, congratulations. And big up to you. Much respect to you, Blue Line Chelsea, for that. Field Town Fan TV. I have not seen this person in a very long time on the channel, so I don't know if that membership would be of any benefit to them, because they don't necessarily support the channel. But congratulations, Huddersfield Township, I should say, by Blue Line Chelsea. Thank you very much for that donation in the form of a gifted membership. It's appreciated. Thank you guys so much. All that I've had on here, there's only one vote. However, it says that Jose Mourinho will. Like, I don't know what happened. My connection just gave out. I was frozen for a few seconds, but 22 minutes now into the match, we are seeing. But Chelsea are defending as a unit. They're trying to be resolute, trying to keep this lead. But yeah, the only thing separating these two teams right now is the Richard Rios goal that was scored in the 80 minutes. Massive to Benfica and Jose Mourinho here, who have seen the team go behind through a situation where they would have ideally not have wanted to see happen. But he moved. The match is still early. They can always get a go back and respond. They're trying. They're on the attack right now. But we'll see what happens. Chelsea win, I'll be very happy. Actually, don't look the most convincing in terms of the midfield area. They're trying. Caicedo is Caicedo, but considering the fact that he was a doubt slightly for this match a few days ago, he doesn't look the sharpest. He hasn't looked the sharpest in a few matches. He's tried to do his best, but we've seen some poor passes here. Benfica have gotten back the ball as a result of the poor decision making. Still 1-0. And we'll see what happens there. as well. I'm about 2 minutes behind, but if we score again, I'll just wait until the goal is shown on my screen before I celebrate, so it doesn't look awkward that I'm celebrating before seeing the goal. I can get 40 seconds behind, or 50 seconds, I should say, behind the current action. I'm now seeing Garnacho's attempt at trying to create a second goal for Chelsea here. The pressing has been tremendous from Chelsea so far. We're pressing them, we're trying to force them to make quick passes. There's no settling on the ball, trying to slow down the tempo because they know that if they don't pass the ball quickly enough, Chelsea will try to get the ball from them. They're trying to speed up the tempo now, but nothing has really given since. Once again, I want to thank Blue Line Chelsea for the membership donation. It's really appreciated. But yeah, Blue Line Chelsea says lucky Maresca. Benfica were there to side to the own goal. I mean, I don't know about saying they were the better side. I don't think there was any better side at that time. As I said, the match has been end to end. They were doing well at keeping Chelsea at bay. As I said, the own goal was a very unfortunate. I think Garnacho's intent was to try to put a low ball pass into the central area to try to see if anybody could get to the end of it. At the end of it, I should say. And Rios was not able to clear the ball. He looked like he was trying to clear it, but instead he was able to put the ball out. I knew nothing about it as well. It all happened so fast. But yeah, I mean, Benfica will feel very much hard done by because they were doing their optimum best to keep the game at 0-0, and obviously they were trying to get a goal around 2 minutes before that. But Chelsea's consistent and constant press would have made the difference so far. Uh, I've my funny blue line Chelsea is Thiago Silva and Antonio Silva related. Uh, oh my goodness. Um, no, I highly doubt that they are related. That would be a massive age gap, massive age gap because Thiago. So yeah, he's 41. So that'd be a massive, and he recently turned 41 too. So um, and Antonio Silva is 21. So between there's a massive 20 years gap there, but also not only that, um, one is actually from Portugal, one is actually Portuguese, one is Brazilian who speaks Portuguese, but no, then at least not to my knowledge, they're not related. They could be related. I can check right now, but I doubt that they are. I don't think they're related. Yeah. Am I doing a Barca versus PSG? Nice to be able to do it. I'll decide tomorrow, um, or after this match. I'll decide on if I have the enough energy to do yet another stream, another watch along. Um, my good friend Jerry would love for me to do one. I know that, brother and friend Jerry. I know for a fact. I'm not too sure if I will. I will decide, and of course, you can always keep your eyes peeled for if you see a scheduled watch along stream for tomorrow. So we'll see. Um, but this, so my, you guys, I hope you guys can hear me. Am I back on the stream? Tried switching devices a while ago to see if I can do that. I'm not seeing myself though, so I'm wondering if I did something wrong. Am I on screen? Okay, cool. Actually, if I wasn't on before, I know for a fact that I'm on now. Still 1-0 as we're edging closer and closer to the end of the half. Yellow card to Benfica. I think you can safely say that frustration is starting to creep in from Benfica, and that is perhaps one of the reasons for why we ended up seeing what we're seeing now with players starting to get booked. Um, okay, let me take this comment off the screen. just into the 34th minute, and around 10 minutes and a few seconds from 45th minute, it's Tadic who's in possession here, but he's dispossessed by Enzo Fernandez, who gives it to Buonanotte. So from Argentinian to Argentinian to Portuguese, Pedro Neto, Luke Bakayoko, or Bakio, Bakio. Bakio. I think that's the name. Luke Bakio. Luke Bakio. I'm butchering the name. I'm gonna see if I can at least pronounce his first name because I don't want to be butchering the guy's name. Castello. His name is Castello, so I'll just call him Castello. Oh, no, that's not Dodi or Dodi Luke Bakio. I think that's probably correct. I hope it is. Oh my days. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you are new, it says 2 people are watching right now still. But for the other person, if you are new, do subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get the channel to 4K before the end of October. It's doable. We're around, let me see, we're 169 away from the goal. I think can be done by the end of October, especially if I'm trying to get more content to be done on the channel. I think it's doable. I do appreciate it. It's not an easy thing to get to this number. A lot of people struggle to get here. And the channel has grown massively over the summer. Gain a whole 1,000 subscribers from just the Club World Cup coverage alone. So I appreciate it. I'm hoping that the Champions League matches will help to make it even more enticing. I did want to do a post-match a panelist on to discuss the match after the fact. However, I may have to scratch that idea because most likely I will not be able to do one. I'm not even sure if I'll get to finish this stream or not finish the stream, to do this entire stream for the second half. I'm hoping that there won't be much added time so that my calculations can actually still work out in my favor. But yeah, hopefully there's not much call for it. I'm not really. I haven't kept myself informed about the other matches because I generally don't care about any other team right now. But for the sake of informing those, I do know that the last time I checked, Real Madrid's game that kicked off very much earlier from this match. At that time, it was 5-0. What's the score now? Oh, it ended 5-0. And so to start, the first match that I'm seeing here it was Kairat. I think the name is Kairat. Versus Real Madrid, it was Kairat 0, Real Madrid 5. So that's a massive thrashing by Real Madrid. Atalanta versus Club Brugge was 2-1 in Atalanta's favor. Marseille versus Ajax is currently going on and it's 3-0 to Marseille against Ajax at home. Inter Milan are 2-0 up against Slavia Praha. Of course, we know Chelsea is 1-0 up against Benfica currently. Galatasaray is leading Liverpool 1-0. Oh my days. It's just interesting. Galatasaray is leading 39 minutes in and it's 1-0 to Galatasaray. Bayern Munich is absolutely trashing Pafos. I think this name is Pafos. Massive scorelines elsewhere other than this Chelsea match, but Chelsea are not alone, as a fellow English team has not scored. Not only the English London team in Tottenham Hotspur, it's still 0-0 between them and Bodo Glimt. Atletico Madrid is leading 2-0 against Frankfurt currently, and that's it. So yeah, man, a lot of goals today. Real Madrid started it off with that final thrashing of Kairat. I think a fellow future Chelsea signing also playing that match, but I do remember seeing something about him starting for them. Let me see if I can find the name. Oh, that's Stat Peeve. That's the name. Stat Peeve. Stat Peeve. Stat Peeve. I think that's the name. Yeah, he would have been the victim of a absolute trashing of his team. So that's helpful. Blue line Chelsea. Massive score lines elsewhere. We'll see what happens elsewhere. Yeah, man. My good friend Jerry saying that Jordan must be going nuts right now. Liverpool is the next opponent. We'll see. Will both teams be going in with a positive result? Going to the weekend Premier League match. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's not looking good for them, but we know it's still early. Liverpool can bounce back, and the expectation is for many is that they will. But we'll see what happens as we approach the 41st minute soon. The match started, I think, 1 minute late or 2 minutes later than it should have. But yeah, see if I can go back to this. Match has been the match has slowed down a lot. I have to say. Wow, what a chance! Comes to nothing at the moment, however. As you can see, Richard Rios, the culprit that put the ball into his own net. He was the the culprit that did so. And it's the only goal that separates the two right now. Enzo Fernandez is really being targeted, it appears. Garnacho had an opportunity to help to push the situation to 2-0 to make it even a more daunting task for Jose Mourinho's Benfica. But it wasn't meant to be, as it's a goal kick, or rather it's the Benfica goalkeeper that has the ball and he's prepared to kick it out. So I wouldn't say a direct goal kick per se, but Benfica are doing quite well in terms of trying to keep Chelsea at bay. I'm hoping that we see more goals. It'll be lovely. This game is getting rather I can't talk, man, rather dull. And Benfica are still trying to get themselves a go back. It's not unlucky, man. Let's see. It really would be sad if it's a good result in that second half, though. And we know Chelsea have what's the word, imploded recently when it comes on to that second half. They can get they could have a good start in that second half, and then they capitulate and give the game away, as we saw against Brighton. They took the lead. They got was absolutely horrendous. Shot on target, according to the graphics here. Tarek George, there's a VAR check apparently. I'm not sure what's going on because I'm a few minutes behind or a few seconds behind almost a minute behind. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. But there was a VAR check. I think it was just a brief one, nothing too serious. So 1 minute of added time has been confirmed, and in the interim, I'd say uh, Benfica haven't necessarily been much of a threat to Chelsea, but they've not been too underwhelming. A yellow card for Chelsea now. I have to be honest. I don't and it's for an avoidable reason as well. I don't know why, but we always get a yellow card, and it's I think there's some issue with the disciplinary aspect. Don't know what's necessarily going on, but we tend to get a yellow card a lot. Not sure why. Seconds away from the halftime whistle. Otamendi in possession for Benfica, but Chalaba deals with it well. But the ball's given away, and it's back into the hands of Pavlidis. And just like that, it's halftime. So let's see if we can get a look at the statistics here. So both teams have had Enzo Fernandez. Both Enzos got one yellow card. We have Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea who got a yellow card. We have Enzo Barrenechea who also got a yellow card before the 30th minute. 2 shots on target apiece, and 3 shots off target for Chelsea to Benfica's 2. Yeah, I mean the match has been very close, and these statistics so far, it really is telling to tell you that is the situation. And of course, the possession says 66% on my end, 34%. But we know that Chelsea tend to dominate the ball a lot, so that's not really a surprise. Passes, 323 passes from Chelsea to 169 from Benfica. 92% pass success from Chelsea, and 83% from Chelsea, and 80 from Benfica. 1 offside from Chelsea, 0 for Benfica. Headers, we have seen 5 from Chelsea and 5 from Benfica as well. There's been 4 success in trying to get those headers out from Chelsea, and only 2 from Benfica. 2 saves from both ends of the pitch from the goalkeepers. 6 tackles from Chelsea to 3 from Benfica. 1 4 from Benfica. 7 throw-ins from Benfica and 9 from Chelsea. 6 tackle success from Chelsea and 3 interceptions, 4 from both teams. Pass success, 2 instances where that would have been the case. Long pass, 8 attempted by Chelsea. Benfica attempted 3. 75 attacking scenarios occurred. 24 of those have been dangerous attacking phases from Benfica, and only 12 were deemed dangerous. But yeah, it's very interesting. A lot of meters have been covered, distance covered 49.02 kilometers from Chelsea, and 51.73 kilometers. So you can see that Benfica have covered more distances than Chelsea have. The top five passing, according to this graphic I'm seeing, is Badiashile with 72, 92% passes, 95%, Fernandez 26, 87% from Gusto, Antonio Silva 91%, and the list goes on there. So the top five distances covered. One note for Chelsea. One note from Chelsea is the situation here. He's covered the most distance alongside Orennes and Valencia from Benfica, respectively, also covered similar distances as well. But yeah, let me see if I can display this back here. This is the lineup. I think I'm blocking the thing, but I'm joined here for a halftime discussion from the man himself, Jerry Z. Okay, I don't think this graphics is going to show Jerry, so let me just do this. Welcome to the stream, Jerry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, man. Great commentary, great play-by-play. Really enjoyed. I muted this guy commentary, and I was listening to you. It was better. So yeah, I mean, nothing much to add. As you said, I think the goal, again, of course, an error, lapse of concentration from the defense, the backline of Benfica, and we scored, which is great, of course, because this is very important to win, right? Because the competition is very tough. The new format is very tough of UCL, so we don't want to lose two games and then get in a situation where it becomes very difficult to qualify. But then, like, it's very passive. It's not really brilliant from Chelsea. Again, in my opinion, in my perspective, after scoring the first goal, we were more than happy to retain possession and make it difficult for Benfica to penetrate rather than really go for the second goal. But then again, this is how Enzo Maresca plays. But I think if we score the first goal, again, I have a different way of looking at football. I think we should be really going for the second goal rather than be thinking, okay, let's hold on to this lead. And if we can score another goal, that's fine. Because, 1-0 is nothing in football against any team, right? Would you
That's
agree?
the truth. It isn't, and I was expecting that we'd be trying to get another one. However, that sadly did not happen. We did try. It's not like I can't say we didn't try. We did try, but our attempts failed. They were at short. But it wasn't really much. If anything, it was Benfica really trying to get a goal back. We did have an instance where that free kick cross in from, I think it was Garnacho, but the issue headed the ball over the bar. So we did try, but from, as you said, after we got that gift of a goal due to that own goal, albeit Garnacho, I'm not sure if he meant to do that. I don't want to boost or to toot his horn, because I don't know if he actually did. It looked like he was trying to make a cross across the surface to a teammate, and unfortunately, Richard Rios, who tries to clear the ball, and instead of putting it wide, he puts it into the top net beyond his goalkeeper, as I've said for the third time now. But yeah, the match has been really end to end, I'd have to say. You guys can see the statistics here. I was reading some statistics before. You can see the XG is massively low from both teams. There's been 5 total shots and from Chelsea and 4 from Benfica. Only 2 have target a piece from both teams. So you can see that the match is relatively close, barring the fact that, no surprise there, Chelsea have had more of the ball.
Yeah, and Garnacho showed again flashes of brilliance in this game. Of course, he's very talented, and I'm happy that he's playing as a left wing in this game. And yeah, and because we are lacking a lot of goal scoring opportunities, we have been really heavily dependent on the right for obvious reasons. And I don't know, like Garnacho he's been decent. I won't say has set the stage on fire, but his pace is useful, especially when Benfica are trying to go and attack, be useful. Neto, I think, has been good, and Caicedo has been fantastic. I would say. I think Caicedo is the reason why it has become so difficult for Benfica, and Enzo has a decent game so far. I would say. What do you think about Badiashile in this game?
Um, I've a bad player. A lot of people don't rate him. I can understand why. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's done a lot of good consistently. And I mean the circumstances as to when he's coming into certain matches, like for example, against not Benfica, against Brighton.
Are you there, Tyrone?
Issues. I hope you can hear me now. Um, technical difficulties today. Um,
Yeah,
what I was saying,
yeah, we can hear you now.
yeah, with Badia Shield, it's a case where he's not a bad defender, but he hasn't been the greatest. I think when we had Thiago Silva and before he got that injury as well, it was a situation where we saw a better play, good ball playing centre back, and he's also had instances where what can I say? It's been a case where he's cleared the ball well, he's made some cross-field passes, and he's able to do that. But there's instances where he's just not the best, and I think we can do better. But he's trying. He's given the ball away a few times. Kukuri has given the ball away a few times. He's been shaking, not just by the shield, but I think he's an unfortunate player because he did way.
So what is Enzo Maresca saying over here? Like, show some mercy or what? You're an expert in body language, bro. You see the hands over here.
Um. Um. I have no idea. Like the picture doesn't give away a lot for you to know when, because I don't know when this picture was even taken, as in the ideal minute or something. It could be a case of do you think that was a penalty? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate on the match. Obviously, given the way how the hand movements or the gestures that Maresca is making, it looks like he's saying something about some way. I don't know. Maybe for the goal that was scored. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. I'm trying to.
No, this is before the start of the game. Before the
start of the game. Well, I'm gonna be snarky. Maybe it's a case where he's saying, "What do you think I need to do at Chelsea to keep the fans on my side? And what would you suggest I do based on what you see?"
If this is what he asked, then I'm so glad, because that's a good question to ask Mourinho. But anyways,
but given the way his hand looks, though, it looks like it's something else, though.
Mourinho didn't
Yeah,
appreciate Maresca, but that was obvious. Like, why would I mean no manager go and publicly like criticize someone? I don't recall. Do you? Um, so so a lot of fans are saying, look, Mourinho has given his backing to Maresca. I don't think so. That's the case. He just said he's doing well, and he did win again 2 titles, which is good because Mourinho is all about winning, right? So he's like, it's good that he won 2 titles, and that's fair. But of course, if Mourinho don't have time to watch all the games, right? He probably watched maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 games at maximum for Chelsea. If Mourinho would watch all the Premier League games, and then we'll have a conversation with him in private, I know what he'll say then. But anyways, that's me and my point of view. So, anything else to add? What do you expect in the second half, Sharon?
well, what I expect, what I expect is for them to get a goal back. And that's about it. I don't know what else to expect. What I hope to see happen in the second half, however, is that we try to add to this lead so that we can get the win. We need a win. We've not won in the last 2 matches, so we need to get back to winning ways.
Another way to put
So,
it is that we have only one win in the last 5 games.
okay, well, that makes it sound very bad, doesn't it? But yeah, and that one win was also in the EFL Cup, so it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. But yes,
Yeah, and that's why
that is
that's why they
the
say you can
situation
twist
that
the
Chelsea have
stats
found themselves in.
because this you said we haven't won in 2 games, which is fair. Which you said 100%. I'm not saying you're just saying. I'm just saying that this 100% you said is correct because you take the Lincoln City victory and then the loss to Brighton, right? So I'll just give my final words, then you can continue the play-by-play. It's still 2 minutes left. So, but then again, if you see the last 5 games collectively, there's only one win. Brentford draw, Bayern Munich loss, Manchester United loss, and this 4th game was the win. That's why it's one win in 2 games. Lincoln City, and another loss to Brighton. So in the last 5 games, we have 3 losses, 1 draw, and a win against the 3rd tier team, which was again due to individual brilliance in my opinion, because the first half they were the better side. Yeah, so I agree, man. Like we need to score the goal because if it's 1-0, the longer this game goes, especially if it's 70th minute mark and it's still 1-0, I think our players can make a mistake, and Benfica players will believe more and more. So for once, it will be good. Tyrone, these are the final words in halftime. For once, it will be great to see. It will be great to see Chelsea actually going for the second goal and making it easier on the nerves of the fans. Anyways, thank you for having me at halftime. Enjoy the second half and best of luck
For
to the Blues.
tuning in, the second half has kicked off already. And it's Benfica, as I expected, trying to get that all important goal. Chelsea have been called into action. Another yellow card has been dished out here, and it's to Buonanotte. He lunged in. He got the ball first, however, so I can understand why he's complaining with the referee as to why he was booked. But of the referee again. As I said before, I'm very much concerned about the amount of yellow cards that we're picking up in a lot of games, man. It's concerning, very much concerning, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's some sort of significance of getting that yellow card. We'll see if it leads to anything, or if it's just quickly just do this. Let us do this instead. That should be better. The offside has been given here but it's being checked. I'm trying to follow along with this thing. I'm not having the greatest of luck. Because my stream is completely unreliable right now. In all honesty, I have to be honest. Progress. Not sure what's going on because I haven't seen that just yet. But leads to nothing. Apparently leads to nothing. Robert Sanchez still no the ball. I'm a minute behind, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll see if I can see what led to that call in a few seconds. Yellow card to Benfica. This match has so many yellow cards coming in. I don't know what's going on, man. These players are getting booked left, right, and center. It's not even funny how the bookings are coming in, man. But the shield is on the ball. Chelsea in at the moment. Doddy look back here. Esteban William is coming on. So the young Brazilian is gonna get an opportunity to make his presence felt, and we'll see who he will replace. When not he hasn't really done much in this match, in all honesty. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is Estevo's time? Estevo's coming on. Um, very much happy for him. But Benfica on the attack, trying to get the close call here. Let's see what will happen here. So I'm now seeing the instance where Enzo Maresca was giving Esteval some instructions. And now the substitution is official. Esteval William is coming on, and it also means that it's the end of Bonanotti's game against Benfica today. He is replaced by Esteval William, who now has around 36 plus minutes to make his presence known and to make his presence felt. So we'll see what happens. Esteval William has been robbed, I would say, of missing that chance of, making his capabilities visible. He got an assist early in the season, Joao Pedro and everything, and he played a crucial part in the start that Joao Pedro would have had in the Premier League. But the Champions League, he hasn't gotten that chance, and of course, the Premier League as well. He was also sacrificed against Man United very early on, 20 minutes into the game. So, he's still having to prove himself. But Benfica have a corner kick here that they're trying to capitalize on. Will it lead to anything? We'll have to wait and see. But leads to nothing, it appears. Esteval William is now said to have the ball. The young Brazilian, 19-year Brazilian, or 18-year-old, I beg your pardon. I'm trying to increase his age. Oh my gosh. What does this guy say though? Whew. That's hilarious, man. Otamendi has the ball now, Benfica. But that's not really been impressive, I would have to say, and that's at least my opinion. Perhaps a bit subjective, but that's just what I believe. Presently, I'm not really feeling convinced. But we'll see. There's still around 30 minutes left of the match. Well, 30 plus minutes, I'd have to say. And then taking into account at the time. George is on the attack here for Chelsea. Ooh, wow. Benacho. Benfica defending deep here. It's gone back by the shield, who steps up to help in that area. Robert Sanchez is called into the action here. Chalaba. I know for a fact that every single player for Chelsea has touched the ball at least once, because I'm sure that around 11 players have just touched the ball based on the graphics you're seeing. Chalaba, Badi Shield, Enzo Fernandez, Robert Sanchez, Gusto, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Garnacho, Neto, George. it's William. See Gusto now, Badi Shield. Oh, but Gusto is put under pressure here. And it looks like he's lost possession here. Benfica on the attack here, trying to get that goal. Still enough. Otamendi. Ball goes back into their half. Luki Bakio, the right winger from Belgium, is trying to help the cause, but there's too many passes, as you've said, Blue Line Josie. I agree with you. It appears that we're trying to just get the ball and we're playing hot potato, hot potato. One pass here, then next person here, then you catch it, you touch it, you touch it. They need enough to defend well on that left-hand side. And there's a VAR check apparently. What has happened here? I'm not too sure what's going on, but there's a VAR check here. Is it for a possible penalty? What is going on here? 58 minutes now. I was 32 minutes before added time. Still says VAR in progress. As I've said, 1 minute behind. But we'll see if we can get an answer for all of this very soon. Okay. Probably nothing has come of it. Tedic, Enzo Fernandez. Tedic. Yeah, okay. Now I'm seeing what perhaps was in question here. Pedro Neto on the attack for Chelsea to try to get that second goal. Oh my goodness. And rather than going for it, we've seen them go backwards. And Chalaba. Elonez. I say there's the ball. Pedro Neto had a shot off target. Yeah, man. This match look like Benfica may get a last minute goal or something if we don't get a second goal very soon. They're running out of ideas. Being very pragmatic. Chelsea are passing the ball around, as I've said, like they're playing hot potato. The ball is not staying at their feet for long. It's just one pass, one pass, one pass. You get the ball, you get the ball, you get the ball. But if you go in possession here, they're trying to get that goal, as I've said, still 1-0. The game is still wide open. But a throw to Chelsea follows that failed attempt at trying to get a goal back. But let's see what could happen here. Not too convinced by what I'm seeing so far, in all honesty. The game has slowly died out. Another substitution here. Another substitution. Joe Pedro and Jimmy Gittings are coming on. Pedro Neto has seen his time come to an end on the pitch as Joe Pedro, I beg your pardon, Gittings will be replaced again. And I'm assuming that Tyreek Joe to facilitate the arrival of Joe Pedro. So another yellow card. So yes, as I it was actually Tyreek George and Garnacho that was actually replaced. Pedro Neto remains on the field, and I don't blame Maresca there. In all honesty, Pedro Neto and Job have a good partnership, so I can understand why he would decide to sacrifice Garnacho. Garnacho hasn't really he played a very crucial role and the very most important role, I'd say, in the goal that Chelsea have now gotten, as his pass across the box of Benfica in that first half led to the own goal that subsequently occurred. the only goal that has happened in this match so far. And as I've said before, these number of yellow cards that we keep getting every match is concerning. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it keeps. It's a common occurrence. I think around every 10 minutes we get at least one yellow card, and it's actually mad. But Joao Pedro, who just came on not long ago, is the one that was booked. And another yellow card. Nah, man, these yellow cards are stacking up. Are we playing Uno? The cards that are being given out is like we're playing Unos or we're playing Texas. I don't know, man. It's hilarious, honestly. It's absolutely hilarious. All right, let me take a quick look at what's going on elsewhere in the Champions League so I can inform you because there's not really much going on right now in this match. Marseille is now 4-0 up against Ajax. Inter Milan are still 2-0 up against Slavia Praha. Galatasaray is still leading 1-0 over Liverpool. Bodo Glimt or Bodo down. Bayern Munich have conceded a goal. Pafos has gotten a goal back and it's now 4-1. Is there anything else that I need to share? I don't think there's any other match. Oh, Atletico Madrid is now leading 3-1. So Frankfurt have conceded yet another goal in the second half. But yeah, man, as I've said, this day of Champions League football has not been shy of goals. And Dodi look back you is Jose Mourinho will be hoping that his player will not be injured. He's just coming back from an injury. So it'd be very disappointing if he ends up getting another injury after just coming back and just getting to get his debut on the weekend for Benfica. So hopefully it's nothing serious, but he's gone down with an injury here. But still 1-0. Benfica are doing well at keeping the ball. And you'd have to expect that they're not pressing very, very high, but they're not falling prey to it. They're still able to comfortably get the ball around Chelsea. And I'm now just seeing the incident in question with the look back you. And Badia Shield is the guilty culprit, as they say, for that. But Chalaba has the ball now as the game resumes after it appears that he'll be okay. Gittins, Jose Mourinho looks very calm for a manager who is 1-0 down. I don't know if it's because it's Chelsea and he doesn't mind, but I don't know. I mean, he's very calm. He doesn't usually panic, and his team is a case where they've done poorly. They've just not been able to just simply getting beyond and behind them. Chelsea have to defend well here, and Gusto gets the ball back to disrupt any possibility of Benfica scoring there. But the Shield is now trusted with the ball, but he gives the ball to Dodi look back you. It's back and forth, end football in the second half. It's been a very massive, but Uh, I can't really. I don't think I can. I can remain here for the watch along for long. I'm really hoping that it doesn't surpass 3 minutes of added time. There haven't been much stoppages, so I'm expecting to see at least 3 minutes. At what happens, I'll just have to just leave, and I hope something works out in the end if that happens. But I have something that I have to go to at around 10 p.m. UK time, so I can't be here for long. So I'm hoping nothing drastic happens for the last 30 plus minutes. Well, I beg your pardon, my math is wrong. 22 or 21 minutes and some, but Benfica still trying to get a goal back here. But it's just giving the ball to each other. I don't know what's going on, man. By the way, I think I need to check something out. I need to check something. Okay, so all right, so yeah, man, this game is absolutely boring. Absolutely boring. Um, Blue Line Chelsea says the performance is okayish against a half decent Benfica. The confidence is shaken. There is an obsession with keeping the ball. Yeah, I mean, they say if you keep the ball, you can't concede technically. So I mean, Maresca will see no wrong. But yeah, the match has been very dead. It's just Benfica trying and failing at each instance. But it's 2-0. Maybe that will wake up Benfica even further and give Chelsea that comfort if they can score from this. We'll see what happens here. The corner is taken. Benfica appear to live to see another day. Antonio Silva is down. It was inflicted by coming together there. Nothing intentional there. The Benfica goalkeeper is very lucky that he wasn't suspected of giving away a penalty there because he also punched Joao Pedro in the face. Shubin, hope I didn't butcher the name, the goalkeeper for Benfica, has accidentally punched his own teammate in the face. The game has stopped situation that would cause me to have to wait a bit. But it's not looking good at all, man. Not looking good at all. I'm seeing it appears that we may have like 6 minutes of added time here. But Antonio Silva, who's still on the ground on my stream here for watching the match, and he's getting medical assistance. But yeah, it's not looking good at all, man. It looks like he's gonna have to be taken off. And also, it looks like there'll be a good amount of added time now. Sadly, didn't happen, man. Damn. Okay, so we're back to the action now. According to the graphics you're seeing here, the play-by-play graphics, I'm still seeing that the player gets medical assistance here on my end. Enzo Fernandez. Is set to have the ball. According to the play-by-play, I'm not seeing anything else other than Antonio Silva getting up. It looks like he's going to be okay on this, though. Pedro Neto was in the box here, but the goalkeeper for Benfica, Trubin, is able to deal with it. Antonio Silva is replaced by Thomas Araujo, another centre-back that Chelsea were linked with in the summer. Walking around the pitch, so I think he's okay. But yeah, Thomas Araujo replacing his teammate here, who unfortunately cannot continue. Well, he looks like he'll be fine, so I don't think there's anything to be worried about. In terms of Benfica's perspective, Caicedo gets the ball back. Esteban Willian. Benfica. This match could quite easily end 1-1 or 1-0. I generally see it ending 1-1. I'm not feeling convinced by what I'm seeing from Chelsea. It really does give me that impression that we could see we could see Benfica getting a goal. It appears that Jose Mourinho is preparing some substitutions as well. This game, Chelsea are leading 1-0, so they have an advantage. But as I've said, they don't really look like they're going to get another goal before Benfica gets one, if they do. So we have to see what happens, but it's not looking too convincing at the minute. It goes back to Sanchez. 15 minutes left of normal time. My goodness, this match is putting me to sleep, man. I'm starting to yawn. Oh, as you see, and Benfica was that own goal that Richard Rios was the guilty part in causing. But yeah, man, Chelsea look very unconvincing. I don't believe that this match is going to have any other goal from Chelsea. I could be predicting that, but this match has been very dull. Very, very dull from Chelsea's point of view. Hopefully we see something better before the match ends. But man, this match has been very, very poor. Very poor. I don't know, man. This match is, but hey, they say you don't have to win pretty every game. You don't need to be doing everything. But yeah, it begs the question, and Jerry has raised a good point here in a message he sent me. He's saying, imagine if there was no own goal, Maresca just slipped after that. It makes you wonder what would have happened. I mean, I generally feel like he's. I don't know what to say, man. If I say anything right now, people may say I sound like a hater. But like, honestly, he said in his press conference before this match that maybe not maybe, he said he's the man. But he's being very cautious still. He's been cautious against Man United after getting a red card. He's being cautious with this lead again. Same thing happened against keeps saying Benfica against Brighton, and now against Benfica. But Gittins has the ball here, and it's set to go back to Sanchez. This game is an absolute snooze fest. I can't lie. I'm absolutely bored. at how boring this match has been, man. Honestly, this match has been boring. Chalobah has the ball now. Ooh, it appears that's a dangerous area to lose the ball from Chalobah here. Benfica on the attack, but Caicedo is deemed to have gotten the ball here. Lack of quality of Benfica in the final third is the reason we have survived. That's what my good friend Jerry is saying to me right now. And it's true, there's a lack of quality in Benfica's attempts at trying to get a goal back. The squad isn't necessarily good on paper to Chelsea's. It's a relatively young warm up to Mourinho's tactics, but it's Caicedo's brilliance that has saved Chalobah's ass here. After is this guy related to Branislav Ivanovic? This this Ivanovic guy. I need to check this out. Is he related to Branislav Ivanovic? It could be. That's not. I don't think that name is really that common. Let me see. Is he related to him? Franjo Ivanovic. That's his name. Are they related? Let me see. He's 21. So that's, as I've said, this team's very young, man. The young forward who was brought on. He's okay. So Franjo Ivanovic is Austrian, so I don't think he's related to well, I can't say because he was interesting. A lot of players have similar names these days, man. Now that's what I've noticed. So Franjo Ivanovic appears to not be related to him. Another substitution here for Chelsea. And fair enough, it looks like Enzo Maresca is trying to just see out this one lead. And fine. I guess he's putting at Jose Mourinho on Jose Mourinho. But yeah, man. Looking at the scores elsewhere, Tottenham got a goal back, but they're 2-1 down now in the first minutes. Now 5-1. Bayern Munich have gotten yet another goal. As I've said, every other match has had some interesting factor, barring the Liverpool one and the Chelsea one. The Tottenham match is relatively interesting because we're seeing that Tottenham are losing. So tomorrow we can expect to see a match between Karabakh FK and Copenhagen. Have Newcastle versus Union State Julius. We have Monaco versus Man City tomorrow as well. Not Tottenham, Dortmund and Athletic. All right. Technical difficulties again. I'm not sure how much of that you heard. But I was looking at the matches that are tomorrow. I hope you guys can actually hear me, and that I'm not thinking you guys are hearing me when you're not. I have no way of knowing if you guys are hearing me. Okay, so there's a VAR check going on, apparently. So I'm back. So think this is better now. Um, Yellow card to Benfica. All right, so you have to say it, man. You have to say. And Jerry has raised a very interesting point here. It's kind of ironic, though. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's serious, but as it stands, he's beating the top managers, man. Luis Enrique, Arne Slot, Jose Mourinho. Who else has can we say Maresca has beaten? Maresca has beaten. Is there any other top manager that Maresca has beaten? Ooh, Ivanovic missed a good chance there for Benfica. Unlucky. But yeah, man. Let's see what's gonna happen here. 6 minutes and some seconds left of normal time. I'm really hoping that this match does not go over by too much because I really have to leave at 10 p.m. Okay, please, I'm hoping the whole Antonio Silva situation didn't lead to anything too drastic or a necessity for anything much to be added on as added time. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm disappointed because it was a good 2 minutes that he was down. Substitutions were made. VAR checks probably didn't take a long time, but at the same time, just can't. No, man. This match is very boring. I can't lie. But uh okay. Let me fix this. Jerry is on, but I need to change the layout so that you guys can actually see him because I don't think you guys are able to see him. Okay, cool. That should be it. What are you saying, Jerry?
Bro, I was sleeping as well, to be very honest. I thought the only way I can wake up is just come here and just say 2 or 3 words after every minute. Look, we'll probably win this game. I don't know, bro. Again, as you said, fans will be like we are complaining all the time. Bro, we won, of course. It's so good. I mean, not yet, but yeah, I think we'll win. I don't know, bro. If you just see the performance, there are like 100 questions in my head. Like, if this is how we play, and this is how we have played throughout this season and at least half of last season, I don't know, like how we keep getting such wins. This season we are not even getting wins, so it's the second win in 6 games. But that's all I want to say. Nothing much. I mean, the performance is, bro, it's not up there. It's not up there at all. It's far from it. If I'm blind, that's another thing, bro. It's far from it. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But some other people would say differently. I haven't seen anything in this game. Have you?
Not even close. Benfica still trying. They had a corner kick that led to nothing. They're still on the attack now. But yeah, I mean, I call this luck. absolute luck. Another yellow card for Chelsea as well. As I've said, man, this match has had so many yellow cards. I feel like I'm watching a game of cards. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's luck. It reminds me of Liverpool situation. I think Liverpool are still behind. Let me check again to see if they've gotten themselves a goal to try to salvage at least a point. Um, it says they're still behind as Benfica are still on the attack. But yeah, man, it's luck, and some eventually the luck will run out. I mean, we haven't had much fortune or luck because, as you said, this is the second win in 6 games. I think 6 games. So not much luck, but I mean, the games that we have won, it's been on luck, literally. Um, but yeah, man, it's concerning. I know this season is so young, and some players are still learning how to play on the Maresca. But man, like the game is so dull. It's boring. It's put
Yeah,
me to
bro. Like,
sleep.
I mean, like, it is, bro. I mean, if we will see Barca PSG tomorrow, I'm sure that will feel like a different sport. Whatever will happen tomorrow, but it will feel a different sport altogether.
Yeah, into the 89th minute now. I'm really feeling as if I should do a watch along tomorrow. I should be available tomorrow for it. Hopefully. But there's going to be a lot of matches going on simultaneously at that time. I think Man City are going to be playing, I believe, against Monaco, Newcastle Union State, Dortmund Atletico Club, not Benfica. I keep saying Benfica, man. Jesus. Napoli and Sporting, another Portuguese team facing off against an Italian team, Napoli. Villarreal versus Juventus,
6 minutes
Arsenal
added.
versus Olympiacos, Leverkusen. 6 minutes added. I knew it was going to be 6 minutes, man. It's not looking good for me, man. I have to leave before 10 p.m. UK time. So, I mean, it should be end there, but if I want to leave here at exactly before 10 p.m. UK time, I should say, I probably just have to speak for like 2 minutes and that's it. So, hopefully, no goal happens from Benfica, so I don't need to talk about us bottling it in the end. But I just have that feeling that we're going to see this match end 1-1. I don't know why. But yeah, man, PSV versus Leverkusen tomorrow. Barcelona versus PSG, the match in question. A corner kick to Benfica, I believe this is saying. My stream is still 1 minute behind, so I haven't seen any such thing yet. Um, but yeah, man, we're into the
So,
Benfica shot off target apparently.
like, sorry. So, in all seriousness, like, I mean, we are serious, of course. Like, with seriousness, I mean, in terms of even in this boring draw. Well, I'm saying draw. It feels like a draw because it's a draw type of. Just imagine I said draw, even though we are winning, and the reason I said draw probably sums it up because we are playing for a draw. in the sense that we're defending the lead, right? So to me, like, I don't know, bro. Like Enzo Maresca. Oh oh man. I mean, is it okay? So, is it safe to say that his idea, however we play, we know it, but what he tries is if he scores or his team scores a goal, his whole focus is to ensure we don't concede. I mean, this is how I see. I mean, do you agree with it?
Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier. It's a very cautious situation. Like we've been cautious very much, in the start of the season. It's a completely different approach to what we saw in the Club World Cup final. Even in a game where we were 10 men, we had 10 men against Newcastle and we drew the match, but still we were trying to attack conservative and fine. As I've said, this is how Jose Mourinho used to play: pragmatic, try to get the win. The win is all that matters. You just go to the next match. But the match has been a snooze fest and a slugfest. Very slow. Benfica trying and failing at trying to get an equalizer, and they've gotten another yellow card. As I've said, they're a whole bunch of bad because every other match elsewhere has been very
See,
entertaining.
so there's a certain section of the fan base are very happy with this approach. They think this is the right way to play football and to succeed. Um, maybe we got it wrong. Like, I don't know. Like, when you said Mourinho,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness!
that's true. Like,
I'm sorry to cut you, but Tottenham have equalized against Bodo Glimt. It's 2-2. So they came from 1-0 down to 2-1 down to now 2-2. So wow. Wow. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
Mourinho was not
Inter
always
Milan
like
have
that.
won
Like,
3-0 as well.
but when he was playing park the bus, quote unquote, football. But then he was delivering. He was winning the leagues as well, right? And he had the players then, as you say, like, who can do the job. He had the top defenders, John Terry, Peter Cech in the goal. He had strikers who can actually score the goal, and the midfield who can do the job. So, wow, we were on the attack. So with these players, it's a bit of risk, in my opinion, to play like this because the defense is shaky. And if we can see the goal, like in Jose's way, like Jose's old way of playing like that. If I remember a lot of games, if we were 1-0, yes, we parked the bus. And it's not that every time we parked the bus, we didn't concede, Tyrone. So let's say if we conceded the goal whenever 1-1, Jose had the players who can then go and score if required in 10 minutes. But if we concede the goal with this team, which is of course growing, then it becomes impossible to go and score the goal in the last 10 minutes. I mean, I'm thinking very fine margins over here. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. It's not necessarily a case of if we needed a goal, we didn't have the players. We did have the players, and that was the case. Right now, I think Jose is realizing. Well, probably not realizing is the right word. He has acknowledged the fact that he doesn't have that sort of impact at Benfica. Where, oh my goodness, we're red card to Chelsea. Jesus Christ!
A red card came. Third red card, bro.
Third red card in three red. This is an interesting stat.
Three
Three
games.
games, 3 red cards.
Oh
Wow.
my days.
João Pedro too. So João Pedro is now gonna miss the match. That's his second yellow card and he's sent off. So he misses the next Champions League match.
But this red card technically won't count in terms of like it came at the time when the game is almost done. I mean, it would
No,
not
but-
count in this game. I mean, in this game, yeah.
Yeah, but it means that we no longer have a striker option to really call upon. Maybe it's good for Mark Gu.
So what is
But
next?
hey, the
I
match
mean,
is supposed to
Which team are we
conclude now.
facing next in UCL?
The next team we're facing in UCL should be it's a club that I think I have a hard time pronouncing it. This thing's frozen on my end. Okay. Oh, okay. This thing's frozen. Okay. No, it's working. Okay, it's frozen again. Let me do
Imagine
this.
if they scored now in the last 2 minutes.
If that happens, then I'm ending the stream immediately. I'm sorry. I'm just ending the stream. Okay, so okay. Oh my goodness, we're playing Ajax next on the 22nd of October. Yeah, they're not scoring. No, I think the game is over. The game is over. But João Pedro getting sent off is disappointing because it now means we don't have an additional striking option we could perhaps have called upon. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. Kukurea does the job here, it appears, and and Chelsea are just waiting for the full-time whistle that I hope comes now, so that I can, just probably we can probably give our thoughts for a good two minutes, and then I can just end the stream because I have to leave. I think the match is over. I hope it is over. Yes, full time. So Chelsea have done it. We've won 1-0. Awesome. Congratulations
Yes.
to Maresca. The own goal
Yeah, Tyron, I
decisive.
know you have to go. So yeah, thank you, man, and thank you to the Blues for winning this game. As long as we continue winning, I don't mind. Like, if we can continue winning like this and win the Champions League, all power to Maresca. We'll have a discussion, and let's see, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see on this weekend, like against a Liverpool side that is really struggling. So, Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you to the Blues. Come on, you Blues.
Yes. I would love to stay longer, but as I've said, I have to go, guys. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to Blue Line Chelsea for the gifted membership. I would have wished should have gone to an actual support of the channel. But nonetheless, thank you for the donation. Blue Line Chelsea is appreciated. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching once more, as Chelsea have gotten the win. See you guys in the next video stream that will take place on the channel. Cheers, and chill and come on Blues.